everybody, it's Ryan with CPP Tech. How you guys doing today? We are going to do a retro video, I guess. If you're familiar with the channel, you know Gramps. It's the old PC that I actually used to do video editing with long ago. And then we revised it with my 8-year-old. We did a 3-part series. If you're new to the channel, I suggest you go ahead and take a look at that. I'll go ahead and throw a link down below so you guys can check those out as well. There's a 3-part series on it. It was actually really cool. But I thought I'd revisit Gramps. We did the upgrade with it, with all the RAM and the new card and all that. So we're going to see if we can use this to stream in OBS and actually just record from OBS to this. It's an old Sony Handycam. I spent probably about $800 on this back in the day. That was whenever I was doing video editing, short films, and what have you. And that's how I actually kind of got started in this whole craze, back into it again, wanting to do short films or whatnot. But I do have actually a new FireWire card, and that's how we actually put videos from the Handycam over to the computer. And it was a time-consuming deal because you actually record it to a little cassette like this, and then what you would do is you would hook up the Handycam through the FireWire, which hooked up to the camera, and then it hooked up to the FireWire card. And what was so time-consuming on it was whatever you filmed, you actually, whatever program you were using at the time, whether it be Premiere Pro or whatever video editing software that was out there at the time, video capturing software or whatnot, you actually had to push record and wait for it to actually record, real time to your hard drive. Nowadays we do these videos, I video this and then I link it up right to the computer. It's all digital or whatnot. But I thought I'd revisit this since we've got the Gramps going. Let's go ahead and throw this FireWire card in there. And I actually got a new one. Where's the new one? The new one's right in front of my face. We got a new one here. So we're actually going to put this one in Gramps. It's not going to destroy the integrity of the vertical mount or nothing. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. And then we'll hook up the old Handycam to Gramps and see what we can do with OBS at least, and see if we can't stream. And I know that the picture quality is going to probably suffer a lot for the fact that it's not really it's a picture, but it's not high def. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so there's the FireWire card. So how that's going to work is we're going to plug this in. And what's really funny about the FireWire cards is they almost look like a DisplayPort. Almost. Not quite, but almost. But anyway, it's going to go into one of these two. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go in the far one. If you got two devices, you can plug in the FireWire in there, so that's pretty cool. So go ahead and put this back to where it was. Okay, so now we have our FireWire. This end here actually goes into that port right there. It says DB. So it actually plugs in. Alright guys, so OBS will recognize the camera, but because it's a low resolution, I'm sure there's a setting in OBS. I just didn't feel like looking for it, but I did find another alternative. because there was a setting in this other program, which was Zoom. I use Zoom, and I'm going to go over to this camera here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a second. But I use Zoom, and then through Zoom on the OBS with the camera pointing at me. So we're going to go over there right now. So right now we're actually on the camera, the Handycam, the Sony Handycam. And I'm actually going to get up and I'm going to show you here in a second. The small setup, it's a little bit, hinky, but it'll work for right now. It's not this demonstration purposes only. So, but I've got OBS running. I know you can see the headphones. That's where I'm using the audio, and I'm actually recording a separate audio. So let's go over the audio of the headphones now. So now there's the audio from the headphones on the OBS. I'm actually recording from Gramps with the Firewire card and the cable going to the old Sony Handycam. Now I know the resolution isn't all that great. However, this is pretty cool to use a 15-year-old camera to actually start to stream or record video or what have you on OBS. It was a fun project. Come back over here now. It was a fun project to do. I'm going to show you what I got set up here just so you see how it's working. There's the camera, and there's OBS running on Gramps. It's pretty cool. You can see me in there, you can see me here, high. But the resolution isn't all that great. I mean, it's an old camera, but here's the thing. If you guys are just first starting out, trying to establish yourself, you don't need all the big, huge products. Like I said, this is Gramps, the old computer that I had, and I'm using the old camera that I used to use with Gramps to do my short films or whatnot. And I don't know, 12 years later, it's still working pretty good. You can put better cameras on Gramps, don't get me wrong, but I'm just going a little throwback on 12 years ago. So working today still is pretty cool. I just want to share that with you guys. If you have any comments, questions, please leave it below. And like before I said, check out the Gramps build with my 8-year-old. It was a 3-part retro build. So anyway, I thank you for watching. Have a good day. Take care now. Bye. What is going on, guys? How are you today? Thank you, DB, for tuning in, and the rest of you as well. You posted something during that video. I want to start by apologizing for being away for about a week and a half. I got really sick. We thought it was the thing thing that's out there, but I ended up having a upper respiratory viral infection, and I've been off work for about a week and a half. They didn't want me to. The line of work I'm in, I'm around a lot of people, and if I would have gotten what they called that thing, it would have been really bad. So I just want to apologize for that straight up right now. But you just watched that last video. We're going to go into that here shortly. I wanted to talk to you guys about these. I'm going to go back to these capture cards. I know I was going to come on here at 7. I was running late. I got this new 4K capture card to hook up to my phone to see how it would work. Well, needless to say, when it comes time to me using it, it didn't. It worked great all day, and then all of a sudden I got bars. So yeah, I'll figure that out later. We're still on the backup system that we always had. So I know the description says the Amazon Fire Stick and what you can do with it in OBS. We'll go over that as well. Tell you what I'm doing with it. If you already know, I think I've mentioned this once before. HBO Max is actually going to be putting out movies that are at the theater. Every Friday that they're at the theater, they're going to show up on there. Wonder Woman 84 is on there. I think it's probably off now. Um, but I'm going to show you what you can do with the Fire Stick. I actually did it on Gramps with the PS4. But I'll go into that here in a minute as well. Um, we'll go back to the Handycam thing for a minute. That was a pretty cool little video. Not trying to toot my horn, but I thought that was actually really cool. I did, however, if you've noticed on the video, I had to use Zoom, but there's probably a setting in OBS. I just didn't want to go looking for it. It was easier to do the Zoom and throw it up on OBS and then start recording. But this is the system that I used about 13 years ago, whenever I was doing all this. I didn't stream, however, this was the system I used for doing my short films or whatnot. So going back to that was pretty cool throwback. But I think I overloaded you guys with some videos. The If you haven't checked out that, what was it? 3 things I found weird at CES. That was a funny one too. All the stuff that was on there. I just picked 3 of them because I thought they were the weirdest. I know the van wasn't that weird, but it is kind of weird. And then that last one, we won't mention that. Just go back and watch it. I had a big plan here, and this kind of threw me off of what I was going to do today. But I'm hoping I can get in the next couple of weeks the rest of the parts for my wife's build, so I can start building it. We have the processor, we have the motherboard, and I need to get all the rest of it. So yeah, but that's all right. And that graphics card, that GPU that I bought a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on. We're gonna do that one as well. Yeah, it was funny. I'm going to jump into this Fire Stick thing. So, I actually had to use the old capture card now to show, because I was going to use the 4K one, but this will work with the 4K or that one. I think this was a bad deal. I mean, it was $13, so I'll just send it back if I can't get it to work properly, but I don't know why I got those bars. But what I'm using right now is the 1080. So I don't know. I think I don't have I have a DVR, but I don't ever use it no more. However, what you can do, and I'm going to actually go into let's just, so here's the Fire Stick. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all the way up to the top. Here's the Fire Stick. All right. So maybe did it freeze up on me? So I got a janky Fire Stick. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, yeah. Stuff works until it don't, right? Stuff works until it don't. Let's reset this. I've got a janky setup going on here too. Whoops. Normally you would plug this capture card right into the back of your computer, but I got this long USB cable. So I was making sure it worked before I started the show, and well, as you well know, things don't seem to work properly for me half the darn time, like these wireless mouses. Oh boy, I really there it is. Really need to get a better situation going. But what you can do, and when I get this back up and going, you can actually start recording, and I'll do a video on this. You can actually record. You can actually record your videos from, say, your Amazon or Netflix or whatchamajigger, any of your streaming services. Okay, here it is. All right, so here's the Fire Stick. Oops. And since we are live, I'm not gonna do anything to get myself in trouble here with the copyright stuff. Hulu, yes, Hulu as well. Hulu as well, any of them. So you can actually hook up this Fire Stick, and you can start recording a movie on it, which is pretty cool. Hey, Will, you got yourself a new video. I tell you what, guys, when I get done with this, we'll go in there and we'll actually play Will's new video. Will, if you guys don't know, Will is a good friend here on YouTube. We kind of got to be, I wouldn't say close, but I mean we talk almost every day and bounce ideas and to see how each other's doing or whatnot. Well, he's got a new video out, so we'll go ahead and play that after we get done with this thing here. I think he'd appreciate that. Go check him out over there at the Wong Reviewer. So here's the Fire Stick, and I got my page up. So I'm not going to press stop recording because if I press stop recording, then I'll obviously stop recording here. However, so you see this mic 3 aux. What I've done is I've gone to settings in OBS and audio. This one here, number 3, that's actually going to be the audio that's actually coming through the Fire Stick. So I'm going to start my video and start playing it. And you'll start to see the bars come up here. See, there's the bars, and you'll be able to hear my audio. I'm going to turn that one down just a little bit so you can hear me. But it'll record the show and the audio, whatever you're recording, and it'll save your hard drive wherever you decide you want to save it to. But the problem with it is, and the only issue that you're going to have with it is you got to wait the length of the movie to play out and then stop it whenever it's done. However, that's how I got Wonder Woman 84, and I put it on my server, my Plex over there. So, let's pause it. But that's a pretty cool feature that you can do with your OBS. So I'm gonna mute that. The other thing too is press this plus button, capture video capture device. Now the other thing too, if you don't want to do that through your Fire Stick or your you can do it with the Fire Stick, with the Roku, with any kind of, so long your, like I said earlier, your PS4, your Xbox. It's just all you're doing is capturing a device through a capture card. Now you can actually also if you want to just pull up OBS and pull up those apps, Hulu and Netflix and YouTube and all that, and record straight from OBS on the computer, all you gotta do is just do the display capture or whatnot, and like I'm doing here with the OBS, and you can record it that way as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Whoops. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Sorry guys, I'm having a okay. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Pay attention, Ryan. Oh. Anyway, sorry. Got, how many people are watching me right now? 2772. Anyway, I got off track here. We are going to go ahead and watch Will's video here. I haven't watched it yet, so it'll be interesting to watch. I probably won't get the audio because I don't have my headphones on. So let's go ahead and watch Will's video here real quick. He just posted it. He said, because I just talked to him probably about an hour ago. He said he was doing editing all day long. So let's go take a look at Will's video and come back and we'll see. Let's see if the headphones are on. If the headphones work, the headphones work. Let's go take a look at Will's video here and we'll talk about it for a minute. All right. Oh yeah, and just by the way, just to tell you, and I'll bring this up after this video, but he's monetized now, so that's great. That's great news for him. So he does have ads in his video. So, but that just means that, hey, all that grinding and hard work paid off. So, all right, let's go take a look at Will's video.
Welcome to The Long Reviewer. My name is Will, where I do tech unboxing, tech reviews, and tech tutorials. And in today's episode, I am going to be reviewing the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse. And I actually did receive this as a Christmas gift from my family.
Maybe. It freeze up on me again. Come on. Fire stick. Fire stick. Fire stick. Okay, well, maybe we'll maybe we won't watch his video. We'll get it going here. This thing's hot. Thing is hot. Well, there's no fire stick, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't used it in forever, and well, needless to say, it's I didn't know it was that bad. So, anyway, down with what sickness? Down with the sickness? Yeah. I don't know what it's down with. Just know it's not working. Stupid thing. I've been saying this for I don't know how many weeks now. I need to get this thing better situated. All right, let's take a gander here. Properties. Boy. Can't get good stuff no more. It's like graphics cards. I mean, we really want to get into graphics cards. We've kind of been doing graphics cards to death, haven't we? I mean, oh, I'm really upset because there was a guy about 30, 40 minutes away. He had a 2070 and he posted on there for $400. And I caught it. It was like 12, it was up there for like 12 minutes. And I messaged him. And about 5 minutes after I messaged him, that post said sold on it. So that was really a bummer. Because I would have snatched that up in a second. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. There's those bars. There, fire stick is firing back up again. We'll get to Wills in a minute. He said he'd be on here, but he had some stuff going on with his in-laws or whatnot. So he said he's gonna try to catch it. So maybe he'll come in while we're playing his video. Guys, Odie. So, yeah, the fire stick and the capture card thing, it worked pretty good with the PlayStation. I mean, I think my fire stick is just going bad. It's either that or this USB that's going, but it keeps the fire stick keeps freezing, so it's not the capture card or whatnot. See, it's up right now. It's not wanting to. Oh, I don't have it set up to where I can go to his. Well, I might. I was kind of hoping to play it through there. Let's see here. Window capture. Long viewer. Okay. Then I'm going to have to go. Let's see what this does. Yeah, I know. I'm not talking. Let's bring up some questions while I'm waiting on this turd to either fire up or not fire up. DB, don't feel bad. We had a Roku stick and it locks up the boot. Yeah, from old age. But we haven't used this fire stick in forever, so I don't know. And it didn't help that I had. Oh, poo poo. Oh, it didn't help that I had it sitting down here plugged in this whole time. As warm as can be. Really warm. Yes, sir. Somebody went to the bathroom. Do you hear it? That's funny. They're being awful loud up there. All right, remove. Don't you guys love it whenever this happens? It happens to me all the time. Okay. Come on, turd. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, window capture. Okay. Nope, don't want that one. This one. Transform. Rex. There it is. All right. I need to see something real quick. Videos.
Tweet.
No. No, no. No, 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 no. Where is of course it is. And okay. I don't want that. God bless it. Yeah. Great show, guys. Don't you love it? I gotta get more organized in this. And stuff don't work. It don't work. Don't work. It don't work. It don't work. Where is all desktop audio? I'm gonna mute you guys for a minute, okay? I did. Don't forget about the mute. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sitting here talking. Nobody can hear me because I freaking muted it. All right, well, I'll go back to this. We'll start all over again. I'm talking about these 90s and these 180s or whatnot. Yeah. There was a guy on here, I said his name earlier, but he didn't, you guys didn't hear me. Tom, he actually talked about asking me if I had any issues on these with them overheating or catching fire or whatnot. And I haven't had no issues with them catching fire at all. I've never seen them catch fire. And he said that over at Linus over at Linus Tech Tips and over on Reddit talked about having issues with that. I haven't run into them. I've looked them up, and there's not much about anybody really talking too much about them catching fire. And from what I've seen, is that most of the time it's due to a bad power supply, the bad wires from the power supply, or whatnot. That was the main culprit. Obviously, whenever they took those off, those were burnt up. But I mean, they're going to be burnt up if the power's hitting it, and it's attached to it. I mean, it's gonna have an issue as well. But I thought that was an interesting thing to bring up to you guys about those 90s. I've been using them for a long time. I got them in Gramps. I got it in the Midlife Crisis. My brother-in-law's got them. I talked about him having, EVGA's got that 90-degree adapter for strictly their cards and their cards alone. And that's what they're made for. So I don't see really a big problem with them. They're nice. The guy said he just got a 390 or 3090, and he's got the same case I have, and that card's so big that he can't get the cover on it. So that was going to be his solution, but he's just worried about him catching fire or whatnot. I've never seen him catch fire, so I think he's good. I think he's good with that. But what else? There was one guy here. Timmy the Truth. I posted which one did I post? I posted that CES video. When I posted that CES video, which by the way I thought was hilarious. I mean, as soon as I posted it, this guy cracked me up. As soon as I posted it, he sent a message, and it was one word and one word only. And I mean, it wasn't even up long enough. I'm serious. It wasn't even up long enough to even watched it yet, because my timer said up 15 seconds. One word. He said, first. That's it. First. Which we all know what he meant. He's on the first that watched it, So that was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of hilarious. And then you got a couple people saying, and then DB over there, you sounded off. Sounds like a secret wild party on the go. Yeah, well, with Scooby Doo and Shaggy, I'm sure it's always going to be a party. But I don't know if you guys know too. In the last 6 months I've dabbled with intros. I had a couple of them here, a couple of them there. I've actually got on my, sorry guys, I got on my actual main page as what my channel is about. The trailer is actually that old intro, and that Fantex vertical mount video. I've got that video on there, and somebody really liked that intro. Unfortunately for me, I feel that intro is a little bit too long. If you've noticed the last few videos, I've been trying to keep them short. Now, there's going to be some videos that are going to go longer or whatnot, but according to my analytics and all this stuff that's on YouTube or whatnot, if I keep them shorter, they're going to stay longer. The retention is low on these longer videos, so I'm trying to get more straight and to the point and have some fun with it as well. So that's the reason kind of behind not using that old intro. But it's what it is. But it's still up there. If you're wanting to go watch it, that guy was. Let's see here. Oh, my glasses. N1. I'm gonna mess this up. N1 NE Craft Builder 59. Sorry if I fumbled that up and you watch this later. So, but that's pretty cool. There's a couple other ones on here. Product, yeah. So, but I really like when you guys comment on these videos, engage with you guys, talk to you about all this. I think it's I think that's the whole point, So I'm gonna and okay. Awesome. Awesome. Up until it's not awesome. Yeah. So much awesome. Well, I can't play his video for you guys through there because I can't get the audio to hear for some reason. I didn't set that up, but we'll get it going. Looks like I got 2 viewers, me and DB. So DB, this is all for you, man. All this is for you. Oh, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna actually go and play a video. And because I need to go to the bathroom. Sorry if that is. Hey DB, how do I feel about AMD battling NVIDIA like they are with Intel? I tell you what, I'm gonna come back to that question. I'm gonna play a video because I really had to go to the bathroom. Wasn't anticipating don't have to go to the bathroom. I tell you what, let's find a good one. Where are heat sink, RAM heat. No. Where's the RAM heat sink? All right. Tell you what, this one here, This one here is actually, we're gonna play this video here for you guys, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom. But this video here, it has, come on, 352 views on this video right here. That's just absurd to me. I can't believe that, you know. But we're gonna go over there and we're gonna play that while I go tinkle. It's 21 minutes. I will not play the whole 21-minute video. When I get done, I'll come back and we'll interrupt it. Okay? So give me a sec and I'll be right back. How to add RGB to your RAM. Let's go.
Right. Computer. Text. CPU.
Hey guys, today we're going to talk about adding RGB to older memory sticks, and some of your newer memory sticks, the cheaper end models, don't have a heat sink on it, and you can get these kits where they actually have the heat sink and add RGB. But first, what I want to address is I want to shout out to Will over at the Wong Reviewer and congratulate him for hitting 1,000 subscribers today. Actually, it was yesterday. His last video, he mentioned that he needed like 20 or 10 or what have you to hit that 1,000 mark. So I want to say congratulations to Will and many more subscribers. And if you want, check him out too. He's got a lot of cool stuff over there. So with that being said, let's get down to the nitty gritty. So I picked up this kit. It's called Easy DIY Fab. I don't know. I'll put a link in the video down here below. But what I want to do is unbox this, show you what we have or what you get out of the in the box, and I'm going to show you how to install it. So let's get started on this. We'll go ahead and rearrange everything, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so what you get in this kit is two of the heat sinks with the RGB actually on them. There's one, and here's two. They are metal, so they feel pretty durable. Get the memory out of the way. It also comes with they call this thermal paste, but it's the thermal pads. You get 2 bags with them. And you actually get an extra screw in the bag. These plastic things, or if you have low profile memory, it actually helps adjust the memory inside of the chassis here. It also comes with a screwdriver and a RGB extender, and the instructions, which they're right here, and we know what we do with instructions around here. toss it. So we're gonna go ahead and close this up, set this aside. I'll get to what this box is here in a second, because I'm going to go over some things as well with you. So let's go ahead and pull out the memory sticks real quick, or at least I'll open them up. These are two 4 gig sticks. If you have been following my channel, you know we're doing we did a retro build part 1 and part 2, and we're actually doing a part 3, and we're actually gonna be using this in the next installment. That will be the final installment. So if you want to see that and you like what you see here, press a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we thank you. So there's actually 2 screws, and I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there it is. There's 2 screws. There's one here, and there's one here, right there. So it comes with a nice nifty screwdriver here as well. So you're just going to unscrew them like so. There's only 2. Put that up aside. So now you have the inside here, and this actually comes off. This is where the RGB shines through. The RGB strip is actually sitting right inside of here, but we don't need to take that off. Just let that go right like that. So if you look at your modules, you've got your memory chips on both sides. So I'm going to actually take the thermal tape and put it on this side, and then there's another deal inside here we're going to put it on this side. And when both of them are on and you put it together, it holds the RAM right in place. It don't fall out. So, but what we're going to do is put those pads on. They are just the length of the memory, so it's got a one-side stick adhesive once you get it off. I know this is older RAM, but I know that there are some pre-builds out there that you buy, and they put the cheaper RAM in there. You hardly ever see Corsair, or like I got Viper Steel in there. You hardly ever see that in there. But you're gonna put that strip right down the middle, and see it actually follows the stick from end to end with no overlapping. The other thing I want to mention, so you got the RGB wires here, so that's actually going to go to the top of the board. If you're not familiar on how to install memory sticks, almost every single stick has some kind of a serial number sticker on it, and that always faces towards the I/O or the CPU. So you know that when you put this together, this is going to be on the top, so this part here is going to sit down. But we're going to put this other on real quick before we do that. And I'm actually going to show you, after we get done with this, I'm going to show you how to install RAM onto a motherboard if you don't know how. So this is going to be a nice little tutorial, kind of like that last one I did with the CPU installation and thermal paste demonstration. Sorry, it was a lack. So, and then now it begins there. Line it up. If you look here, this strip here where the LED is just the length of the module. So just line up the two corners and you're right on. Then you just take this, set it in there like that, grab your trusty dusty screwdriver, it's a really small head on there on that screw, and then there you go, you got it on. So now you know that this part here is going to go towards the CPU for one, because you put the RAM in there with the barcode facing down. But the way I'm looking at it is this is going to go on the top of the motherboard. So when you put it in there, you're not going to get it wrong. Plus, we got these notches here. And we'll go over that whenever I go install it on the motherboard. But this notch here on that motherboard, there's going to be a notch that's got to line up. And we'll address that in a second. But we're going to put this other one on real quick. And we'll get that motherboard in here and we'll go over what this box is real quick when I get done with this part. So just a small teaser. I plan on having part 3 out on Halloween, which is next Saturday. For those who are waiting for it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this twice. That way you can see it doesn't take any effort at all. To do this. Line that up on the edge. Hold that down. It goes right there. You just flip her over. Line it up. Pop it down. And it's good to go. Grab the shield. Trusty dusty screwdriver. Tighten them down and we'll be good. I'll grab this motherboard. So there you go. That's it. So we've got 6 or 4 of these, and they will stack up to be 16 gigs. So how about them apples? We'll go ahead and set this down here. Okay, if you watched Retro Build Part 1. This is the motherboard that was in there. I used this same motherboard on that last video with the CPU. So if you did see part 1, these DIMMs are old. So most of the time when you get them in there, they actually click into place. So you remember when I was talking about these notches on here? You see the notch right there? If you actually look on these DIMMs here, these DIMM slots, you've got notches, and those notches actually line up with them. Let's see if I can get it closer so you can see. So they're right here. See the notch? So if you've never installed RAM before, you'll know that. And remember what I was telling you about, on the one side it's got the serial number, it's got the serial number or what have you. So we put it on there, and now we have the RGB. So this is the top and this is the bottom of the board. So we know that it's gonna go in like this because we set it up to where the cable is going to the top. So when you put them in here, it should slide in. Now it's not in all the way yet. You should hear a click. And I think one of these DIMMs will be okay to hear that click. So see, now it's in. We'll install another one. You hear them click? These two are kind of janky. So the other thing too is, if you look on your memory, you have these notches here on both sides. If you can see that or not. They're actually going to slide in to those grooves there. And this one here, I'm going to have to kind of help it along the way. Old board. Hey, there you go. See, rookie mistake. That's what you don't want to do. There it goes. One more. And they're in. There you go. So I'm going to set this aside for a second, and I'm going to show you what this is. I'll probably go over this again on the retro build, but I bought one of these RGB remote switches. It actually comes with a Molex to regular power, so that'll plug into there, but SATA as well. It comes with SATA. If you want to see more on how I arrange all this stuff in that build, you have to wait for the part 3 to come out. It does come with a remote, the RGB remote. So what we're going to actually do is hook all these up. Like I said, it's got SATA and Molex, so more than likely you're going to be using SATA. No. There it goes. Just a bad connection. You never know what you're going to get around here. Okay, so now that we've seen how we install all that, we go ahead and turn the RGB lights on and see what they look like. Ooh, they're bright. So that looks like that's blue. We got green, we got red, yellow, dark green, a cyan or what have you. I'm sure it's so bright you can't really see the color. Some of them are slightly shaded. This is smooth. That looks very smooth to me, but then you got fade. You got strobe. I think I like the strobe the best. And then you have flash. And then you can actually turn it to white. So that's pretty neat. So I picked these up on Amazon. You get 2 of them, and they're $15. So that's not too terrible. Yeah. So. Alright, that's it for me. One more time I want to shout out to Will. Congratulations, Will. Good job on 1,000 subscribers. Check him out. I'll put that link below like I said earlier in the video. So have a good day. Bye. Right. Alright guys, I'm back. Push the wrong thing. I knew I told you guys I wasn't going to play the whole thing, but I played the whole thing. I actually got, I hooked up the PlayStation up to this thing instead of that Fire Stick. That Fire Stick, there's something wrong with that Fire Stick. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm going to address DB's deal with the AMD and the WB. What's WB? I'm going to address his question about AMD and NVIDIA, and yes, those things look like the Trident Z. I didn't really notice it until later on, whenever I was looking at the PC. So, so where are you? I'm going to check something here and see
The
if...
Bachelor
Yep,
is
there it is.
back.
Okay. I need you guys to tell me if you can hear this. We got... Oh, welcome back. Sorry. WB, I was thinking about Channel 11, WB, Warner Brothers. I don't know why. My mind's on the streaming thing. But I put the PlayStation up to this thing because I wanted to show Will's video on here, and I'll talk for a minute. I want to let him know something real quick. Yeah. Go check him out, the Wong Reviewer. If you guys haven't seen him, I like him. He did a whole thing on a Razer mouse and actually a Razer one keypad thing. It was pretty cool. There you go, Will. Don't know if he's on there or not, but I'm going to address this NVIDIA question here real quick. How do I feel about AMD battling NVIDIA like they are with Intel? I'm going to address Intel after Will's video. I think it's good. The thing is NVIDIA has, I wouldn't even say one leg up on AMD. I think they're, I mean, unless NVIDIA has like a million flat tires, I don't know. I mean, AMD's come a long way, but NVIDIa's, you know, they're just way far more advanced in knowledge. I guess it's all going to depend on where if they both get their dies from the same place now, or what they're going to do. It's a toss up. AMD, on their defense though, with that question, AMD has come miles away from where they were at, and part of that has been, I think, the old team from years past is kind of gone, and they've brought in, you know, was it? I'm going to pronounce. I think it's Lisa Su. The CEO has like taken AMD to a whole nother level. I don't think they'll catch up with NVIDIA, but as far as price point, you know, with the new Navi cards that are out, as far as gaming is concerned, I think they'll be fine with it. I don't want to say that I'm an NVIDIA fanboy, but I will say that I would rather have NVIDIA than AMD right now. AMD can change my mind with cards that they have come out, but I don't think I think they're a few years from here, because I mean, you know, they're one generation behind NVIDIA right now as far as the ray tracing and all that stuff's concerned. So I don't know, and with these 3000 series cards, pretty much stepping 3 years into the future now, because I wasn't expecting these 3000 series cars to be as big as they are. You know, I was expecting, you know, that what we got in the 3000 series cards maybe 2 generations from now, but we got them now. So that just tells you how far advanced NVIDIA is with their cards right now. I think a lot has to do with, if you actually look at their Tesla accelerator cards, don't go get one, because you're not going to be able to game with it. They're for supercomputers doing crunching data and all that stuff. But if you've looked at those cards that they have there and then apply the same application, you know, mush them together with the graphics cards that they make, you know, I knew they were advanced. So hey, I know the Blues are playing, but I'm trying to get myself big here. So the Blues aren't going to make me money in 10 years. This might. So thanks, Chris. I know they're playing. I can't watch them. Sorry, we're getting off topic here. I can't watch them. I mean, I can watch them, but I mean, at work, getting home at 9, 10 o'clock at night every night, I just don't see the point. I'll follow them, but I just don't see the point. So, but what's the score? Tell me the score. That's the first time you ever hear that out of my mouth. Tell me the score of the Blues game. But as far as those cards are concerned, yeah, I know. So let's go in here and watch Will's video real quick, and we'll continue back. I want to talk about Intel and AMD as well. So let's go.
If you vape, you could be inhaling toxic metals into your lungs. To show how scary that is, we made Metal Monster. With special effects that show metal particles being inhaled. And music that would have made your heart race. But nothing is as scary as the facts. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal in your lungs.
Tail sleep.
Since retirement, I've been trying new things. With Frank's Red Hot, I put that on everything.
Welcome to The Wong Reviewer. My name is Will, where I do tech unboxing, tech reviews, and tech tutorials. And in today's episode, I am going to be reviewing the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse. And I actually did receive this as a Christmas gift from my family. And what it's supposed to do is this mouse here is supposed to help reduce muscle strain on your shoulder, on your arms, and on your wrists, and just by the way you're holding it. In today's video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the mouse. I'm also going to review the features and functions of the mouse as well as the build quality. However, I'm also going to do an in-depth tutorial on how to set up your buttons using the Logitech software to customize it to your general workstation or to a specific application. As you're watching the video on the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse and you find the video helpful, please remember to give it a thumbs up, like the video, and consider subscribing to my channel for similar content. Before I unbox the Logitech MX Vertical Mouse, let's take a look at the advertised features and functions. It states it's an advanced ergonomic mouse. When I open it up, on the left-hand side, it has the vertical mouse software that allows you to customize the different buttons. It has notification and status for the battery, application-specific settings, button and key customizations. And on the right-hand side is the MX Vertical Mouse itself. On the back of the box, it advertises it has a natural handshake position to prevent forearm from twisting. It has a 57-degree angle for optimal ergonomic posture and performance. It also states that there's a 10% reduction in muscular strain. Some additional specs: it has 4 times less hand movement, so reduces muscle fatigue. It has a cursor speed switch, which instantly adjusts DPI for faster or more precise cursor movement. I'm starting to wonder if I can use this for online gaming. It has an easy switch and flow enabled function, which allows you to pair up to 3 different devices and seamlessly switch between them. It has fast rechargeable battery, and it states it can get 3 hours on 1-minute charge or 4 months on a full charge. I'm not going to do this unboxing nicely. I'm just going to destroy the box to get it out. Here is the USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And here is the wireless USB dongle. Let's take a closer look at this mouse. It has the Logi brand on top of the mouse. It's made of hard plastic. It has a button on top here, and on the side there's 2 additional buttons. All 3 buttons are customizable in the Logitech app. On the side here is a rubber-like material with grooves to help better grip the mouse. It goes all the way around right out to about here. Overall, it does feel nice when I was trying it. Here is the left and right mouse button. Here's the scroll wheel. My only gripe is the scroll wheel feels a bit loose. I wish there was a way to make it stiffer as I move it up and down. At the bottom, you have the skates to help it slide across different surfaces. Here is the on-off switch. Here's the optical sensor. And here's the 3 different channels that allow you to connect up to 3 different devices. You can select between 1 to 3. In terms of fit and finish, it does feel pretty nice. I was pleasantly surprised how light this mouse was. In my head, I was assuming it was going to be heavier because it's a vertical mouse, so I thought it had to be heavier to kind of help stabilize it. But it's not the case at all. Alright, so this is my first time using a vertical mouse. Honestly, it does feel a bit natural to hold a mouse this way. I'm so used to using a traditional mouse or my trackball mouse, so I have a bit of muscle memory. I feel like I have to grip it really hard, otherwise it's going to slip out of my hand, but that's not true. It's in my head. And the scroll mouse, I usually use my middle fingers, but I guess in this case I'll have to adjust and use my index finger. In terms of actual grip, my hand isn't too big and my pinky is not hitting the mat while I'm using it, so it's good. In terms of movement, using the skate, it feels pretty smooth, even though I'm demonstrating this on the cutting mat right now. I'm sure it's going to be smoother when it's on a regular mouse pad. On the front of the mouse is the USB-C connection, which I'm going to use to plug in the cable and charge the mouse. After I'm done charging, I'm going to set this up on the Logitech app on my desktop and show you how to customize the mouse buttons. The LED blinks while it's charging. When the LED stays green, it's done charging. On a fast charger, it took about 1 hour and 10 minutes to fully charge it, which isn't too bad at all. When I plug in the USB dongle, it will prompt you to install the Logitech software. I'm going to click Install. I'm going to click Install Logitech Options. I'm going to choose No to share my analytics. I hate it when you have to sign up for them to use your software. I don't know why companies do that. So now I'm forced to create another new account. Initially, it gives you an overview of what the correct posture is and how to adjust the pointer speed. I'm just going to adjust the pointer speed to how I like it. Here's the Logitech Flow that allows you to use your mouse between two devices. I'm just going to do a review of the feature at the high level. However, I am going to do a separate video on how to use and set up the flow between 3 devices. So stay tuned for that one. I am going to show you how to set up the remapping of the buttons. It's quite easy to assign different functions to the buttons. Click on the button you want to change, and from the drop-down menu, choose what option you want. So in this example, I'm going to change the forward to maximize the window and click on the back button to close out. Logitech also allows you to customize button assignments based on the application you use. In this example, I'm going to customize my buttons for Snagit 2021 editor. I'm going to assign the forward to copy and the reverse button as paste. Here's a quick demo of the button assignment that I just set up. So here's my YouTube channel where the window is partially open. I click on the side button to maximize it, and then I click on the reverse button to close the window. Now I'm going to switch over to the Snagit 2021 profile for the copy and paste. Now I'm going to switch over to the Snagit profile for the copy and paste button assignment. I already have Snagit open. I'm going to copy this image by clicking on the forward button, and then I'm going to open a new canvas, and clicking the reverse button is actually my paste button. You can see the image is now copied over. Alright, so that concludes my video of the Logitech MX Vertical mouse. Overall, I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and I'm pretty happy with it in terms of shoulder, arm, and wrist strain. I've been using it for about 12 hours a day, on top of my working from home and doing YouTube. I haven't found any issues or strain while using this mouse. The only thing I'm still trying to get used to is this crazy grip where you have to hold it like this. And so it's something that I'm still trying to figure out even after 2 weeks. It's probably just a bit of muscle memory I have to kind of figure out. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. I will be doing a follow-up video comparing this ergonomic mouse with the Microsoft Sculpt mouse, and then comparing it against my trackball mouse as well. And so I'm going to kind of explain to you which one's my preference and why I think it's the best ergonomic mouse for me. So stay tuned for that video. All right, if you have any questions or comments about this mouse, please leave it down in the comments below. I would love to answer from you. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.
All right, guys. So that was cool. That was Will. So like I said, me and Will's been talking since I started this channel or whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Just a little video from him. He just posted it. I saw it up there, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. Got the PlayStation controller here. So I'm going to talk about real quick about if I can find my stupid mouse. Way over here. how to get over there. I'm going to talk about AMD and Intel real quick. As you know, we talked about graphics cards and how hard they are to find right now. I've been looking here the last couple of weeks, and obviously you can't find the 5000 series anywhere for AMD. And if you can, it's just like the graphics cards; they're way up here in price. And I couldn't believe how much the 5600K was at Micro Center versus the 3600K, which is only 6 threads, 12 cores. Which the 5600 is all the cache all in one. But I don't know. As far as gaming is concerned, and you want to build yourself a computer now, say you have a graphics card and all that, if you got a Micro Center near you, that i7 9700K, it was $199 over there a few weeks ago. I think it's bumped up to about $229. That 9700K will play games and do everything that I'm doing right here, right now. So I don't know. I mean, you get a Z3 390 motherboard for $120. $200 for the i7 9700K and 16 gigs of RAM and a cheap case and I mean, and then a couple of drives and you're in business. Just look for a case that's got fans already built into it. You're gonna need a cooler because Intel they don't come with coolers. But I mean, either way, you can get to a starter build with an Intel. I hate saying it, but you can. And we're in desperate times right now. So the only downfall you have, and like I've said in the past, though, this is the last AM4 socket. This is it. It's going to AM5 after this year. So there's not much of an upgrade path anyway. So right now it's pretty much, horrible time to build if you build for upgrade. But just keep in mind that when the AM5 socket comes out, they're going to be paying an arm and a leg for it as well. So it's what it is. But you can, Intel seems to be a little bit on the cheaper side. Even the 9900K is actually down. I mean, it's cheaper than the 3900X that I got sitting in there. I mean, I don't, like I said, we're in desperate times. If you don't have a graphics card right now, you're pretty much SOL. I mean, those two that I've got, like the Gramps one, the 1050 Ti and the 1650, looking at them, they're almost the same card, and gaming on them, you're not going to have, ray tracing, but you can at least be able to play 1080 games for a little bit. PSI be hard to get for the what needed for future upgrade. Well, yeah, I mean, but right now, future upgrades is pretty much nil, if you want to be honest. Because I mean, the 9700K, you got to go to the 1000 or the 10700 or whatever, or the 10900. But you're gonna have to have another motherboard. So when I talk about upgrade path, they're not changing out that many components. You don't have to buy a whole new motherboard, and if you want to upgrade your processor, I mean, with Intel, you got to keep doing that. But with the way the prices are right now, it's just, it's an option, and it's a cheap option, especially since the 10,000 series, I guess, for Intel's out, and the 9,000 series has kind of gone down. So I said 9,000 series. Yeah, that's right, 9000 series. So, I mean, it's what it is. I think, like on Mel's build, I think I'm going to probably get a 650 watt power supply and call it a day. But I'm going to double check that against the 3060 Ti. But I mean, that's an upgrade that she ain't going to probably see until this time next year. So I don't know. It's really bad. Mining's back. Mining is back, and I think I saw Bitcoin was at 33,000 a coin. I tell you right now, shit, I got it right here. I just said the SH word. Sorry. Where are you? You got it right here. Right here. Right here. Well, almost right here. Bitcoin is now Bitcoin $32,207, $208, $209, $205, $32,000 for Bitcoin. I remember about 6 months ago it was like 7,000. It dropped down to like 5. But that's where we're at. The mining's big. So we're going back like 3-4 years ago whenever we had this dilemma again. And NVIDIA, there's been mixed reviews on NVIDIA where they're gonna relaunch the 2060 series, and but I think the only problem I have with that is the price. If they were gonna launch the 3060 series and offer it for $200, they would fly off the shelves, yes. But for $400, whenever you can get the 3060, whenever it finally does come out, why would you? Why? I don't know. What I'm seeing on the used market is bad enough, and then you're going to throw a 2060 out there for $400. And then with all these tariffs coming out for the United States, it's going to be even higher. So we're in bad times when it comes to graphics cards and PC building and all that stuff. So, but we're just going to keep trucking and going and see what goes on. So, but DB, I think you're the only one watching me, man. I appreciate your loyalty. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and go upstairs and I don't know, relax for a little bit. My wife took the grandbaby home, so she'll be home soon, and I'm sure she's going to be going to bed. I don't know if she's going to work tomorrow or not. She didn't know. So anyway, alrighty. Well, I thank you guys for tuning in, all one of you, and all right. Well, you guys take care and have a good night. I'll put together a video with obviously I can't use the Fire Stick because that's just kind of just but I'll use the PS4 for the demonstration, and then I'm going to check out and see what's wrong with this 4K capture card I got. There's actually a 4K capture card PCI that I've been looking at online, and it was $150, and then it dropped down to $120, and then yesterday I saw it drop down to $67. I'm like, there's 3 left. I'm like, if that hits 50 or 45, I just may pull the trigger on that and see what it does. So and I'm also going to probably address the Sony Handycam thing again one more time too. That was a pretty cool thing. I really like that we went to the throwback on that Handycam from years back. So anyway, take care, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll be on here every Saturday. I'm going to try to do that every Saturday. So, all right, guys. Take care.